Alhamdulillah. How are you? Alhamdulillah.
And we are trying to squeeze in some time that way. It's such a great pleasure. And he's not a doctor, I'm sure.
No.
You're going to be a doctor.
Engineer. Yeah, in the future wise, yes. Yes. We will be.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dr. Jamal Mansoor Al-Harabi, the Health Minister, lady and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. And I know you people must be quite surprised. Why is this military man in the Air Force really wanting to see the delegation? But I kept this suspense on even for my own officers, and I'll tell you, why am I attached to Kuwait? You may not totally recognize our medals, but the lowermost row carries the Kuwait Liberation Medal. I was a captain, and I visited Kuwait, and I saw Kuwait in beautiful shape. And sometime down the line, I saw Kuwait devastated by aggression of Iraq. And I was so lucky that I was part of the operations as an Air Force officer. So Kuwait stays very close to my heart. Other than that, when I became the air chief, it's about 1.5 years ago, I visited a lot of Middle Eastern countries, and my belief is that we have to stand together, all the Muslim countries, and we must support each other, we must encourage each other, and that is what my spirit was. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was very, very kind on me. We are a country which has a lot of challenges, like many other countries. And of course, Middle East is also a lot of challenges. But our brotherhood became so good that today in the Yemen operation, whatever, our C-130 aeroplanes are flying and giving the targeting information to our Saudi and the UAE brothers, and of course the Jordanian and others. We built Super Mashak aircraft, which is a training aircraft, which is with a lot of Middle Eastern countries. What I say is that if we sell even 100 aeroplanes, my salary does not get affected because we are the military people. It's only the relationship that we get. And why I'm talking about this point is I want to bring another person into the whole thing, and that's General Abdullah Al-Fudaili. Abdullah is the commander of the Kuwaiti Air Force. He's not a general for me. He's not even a friend for me. He's my brother. He's not like a brother, he's a brother. And when I met him, when you meet him, he's a man who's visionary leadership. And I was in Kuwait, and the temperatures were 52 degrees centigrade. And me and him together were going in Kuwait on a base where there were very old buildings, and where we decided to make the academy. And your defense minister sir was very kind, and he said, Pakistan will make this academy for us, and Pakistan will, and we are very happy. And now very lately, and of course when I met him, he sent me the officers here for flying drills. And when the officers came there, I told Abdullah Fudaili that Abdullah, these officers, when you send them to me 3 years down the line from the school boys, like one of the boys here, I will convert them to pilots who will fly the F-18s. I fulfilled my promise, Alhamdulillah, Allah was kind. And just about 10 days ago, Abdullah Fudaili was here with his team. We had 12 of Kuwaiti pilots graduate, and my promise was fulfilled. And he was here as the chief guest of the graduation ceremony, and Abdullah was all over Pakistan, and it was on the television and everywhere, and we saw that unity. And when I showed Abdullah that that's how we have trained the people, he said, I have to train a lot of pilots, and the way that you people have trained, I don't want to name the countries that he said, but he said a lot of Western countries have not trained our pilots. So then, of course, he knows about my attachment with Kuwait, and I said I will do it for any country, but of course Kuwait is very important for me, and will do it. So that is how the linkage is, and I don't miss any delegation coming from Kuwait, and I'm very honored, Dr. Jamal sir, that you accepted the invitation and you were here. And it is, in fact, our pleasure and honor that you're being here. Another motivating factor was that there's a huge doctor community in Kuwait, and they are so much in love with you that they were promoting me when this whole thing was coming, and they said that you really need to have this visionary man who can, who looks at Kuwait in future. I am not a doctor, so I don't understand this at all, but I'm a passionate man as far as education is concerned. So within this time, we have made one medical college of the Air Force, which is running now in the third year, and we have also started a medical college on a lady's name Rutva. Rutva was a German lady who came 38 years before here, and she was treating our patients, and she died very recently. So there's a medical college which will come up in Karachi. So now I understand a bit of this, and if ever there's that we can assist or help anything, Kuwait is, or actually something very close to our heart. But honestly, it is the recognition of your work. I know the people in Kuwait, they're peace loving and they really want to contribute very much. And again, one very nice thing which happened was that again, it's relation between me, Abdullah, and General Khalid, who's the naval chief. Our people retired very early, so we decided that all those people who retire from here, they go and serve the Kuwaiti Air Force. Today, Alhamdulillah, 1,050 people of our technicians, they're working with Abdullah. And Abdullah was so happy, he said that you tell them anything and everything is done. Another 500 are going. It is in this perspective, sir, that I requested you and your delegation, and despite you such a busy routine, I actually wanted you to ride in aeroplanes and go out to northern areas, look at the K2, look at the Nanga Parbat, those highest or the highest mountains in the world. But I know your team is so busy. So we are honored that you accepted the invitation, and we're very, very glad to have you with us. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellency, Marshal, Mishir Air Marshal Mr. Suhail, Delegation, His Excellency Ambassador of Kuwait, Mr. Nasar Al-Mudairi. Really, on behalf of my delegation, I'm honored for your invitation for the lunch, and you're insisting about that. That's really was very touching and nice from you. And really, when I met you just a few minutes, I felt like you're my brother, not a friend, really. That's very kind of you. And from our Kuwait, like our relationship with Pakistan is long time. It's just before. It's not only during the invasion of Kuwait from Iraq, it was also before that. And we really thank you very much for, on behalf of Kuwait, thank Pakistan for their support before and after, and our relationship together. And regard of also for the IMRU today and the meeting, that was really the best organization we have, really, from the Ministry of Health of Pakistan, especially from Ms. Sarah, the minister. And really we touched everything about all the fields we will discuss about, especially about the polio disease, polio disease, and other diseases that you eradicate almost, which is good. Like in Kuwait, we have that eradication from 68, so it's about 31 years ago. And hepatitis also, yeah, you really, that was also against hepatitis from your side. And really we are pleased and we are honored that for your invitation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The bilateral and brotherly relations between Pakistan and Kuwait date back to 1947, when Pakistan came into being. Ever since, the two nations have always supported each other in any hour of need, be it political or social. Kuwait hosts over 160,000 Pakistani community, which is an evidence of the strong ties existing between the two countries. Pakistani expatriates, including doctors, engineers, and other professionals, are actively rendering their services for the progress of Kuwait, often regarded as their second home. Some Pakistani expatriates residing in Kuwait have joined hands for the noble cause of serving the destitute back home. Friends Welfare Trust, under the patronage of Dr. Zafar Sheikh, has set up a state-of-the-art charity hospital at Rawalpindi to provide first-class medical facilities to the poor and the needy. These saintly natured souls donate over 200 million rupees each year to meet the recurring expenditures of this hospital. This trust also organizes free medical camps for the needy people in Kuwait without any consideration for caste or creed. Kuwait perceives Pakistan as a strategically important ally, which has proved to be a time-tested friend. Pakistan offered unwavering support to the government of Kuwait during the Iraq invasion and immediately dispatched over 11,000 troops as a gesture of solidarity and sincere friendship. After the withdrawal of the Iraqi forces, Pakistani soldiers played an important role in demining operations in the country. Reciprocally, the government of Kuwait has also been in the forefront whenever Pakistan needed an immediate assistance. It was among the first countries to extend assistance of $100 million for victims of the devastating earthquake in Pakistan in October 2005. Kuwait Red Crescent Society also built 2 state-of-the-art hospitals to provide best possible healthcare facilities to the affected people of these areas. These ties are not only limited to the realm of cultural and infrastructural development, but also towards defense cooperation. Pakistan and Kuwait have been steadfast military allies, and these relations have further matured and deepened manifold with the passage of time. The defense forces of Pakistan and Kuwait share impressive cordial relations, but the exemplary professional ties between the two air forces are a matter of pride for both countries. This cooperation spans over decades, and each has been benefiting from these experiences through mutual deployments and postings. Pakistan Air Force has been a constant help and support to Kuwait Air Force in the fields of training and research and development. Consequently, a large number of personnel from Kuwait Air Force have been trained at various institutions of Pakistan Air Force, including PAF Academy Asghar Khan, Air War College, and Flying Instructors School, etc. Similarly, a large number of PAF personnel have also been serving in Kuwait Air Force on deputation. Besides training and mutual postings, high-level delegation visits are frequently conducted between the two air forces. These visits not only pave the way for further expansion of mutual cooperation, but also promote everlasting friendship between the people of both the countries. Recently, a Kuwait Air Force delegation headed by Major General Abdullah Yaqub Al-Fawdari visited Pakistan and held bilateral meetings with senior leadership of Pakistan Air Force. He also visited the newly established Air Power Center of Excellence and participated in the ongoing exercise by flying a training mission in Pakistan Air Force's F-16 aircraft alongside the Air Chief of the PAF. Pakistani nation and especially PAF can vouch for the enhancement of cordial relations between the two brotherly countries and sincerely pray that the bond of love grows from strength to strength.
Thank you very much.
I have no sincere feeling for it.
What is that?
Thank you.
Once again, sir.
Thank you very much.
So
Thank you for the invitation.
What a great,
I'm honored. Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you.